morning, friends. Myself, Dr. Banki Modi, practicing surgeon at Gandhinagar and member of EPCRI, Association for Prevention and Control of Rabies in India. On the occasion of World Rabies Day, first of all, I will pay my tribute to legendary French scientist Louis Pasteur. Who invented rabies vaccine on 6 July 1885. He had given first dose of experimental rabies vaccine to the little 14 years old young boy Joseph Mister, who was severely bitten by the rabies dog bite. He was given experimental dose of rabies vaccine. Luckily, he was survived after that vaccine. That was the miracle on the history of the rabies. For any other disease, there is one proverb: prevention is better than cure. But for the rabies, there is one proverb, that is, prevention is the only cure. Rabies is 100% fatal disease that is caused by the neurotrophic virus that is called Lissa virus type 2, that is one type of RNA virus that belongs to Rhabdoviridae family. That virus is shedded by infected rabid animal. Basically, rabies is a zoonotic disease, that is disease of the animal. Rabies can be caused by the bite of infected animals, that may be any warm-blooded mammalian animal. Most of the etiological factor for the rabies are the dogs and the cats, but rabies can be transmitted to the human being by the bite of any domestic, peri-domestic and wild animal. Rabies can be caused by the bite of infected animals, that may be any warm-blooded mammalian animal. Most of the etiological factor for the rabies are the dogs and the cats, but rabies can be transmitted to the human being by the bite of any domestic, peri-domestic and wild animal. Rabies is endemic worldwide. Globally, yearly 50,000 deaths occurs due to rabies. Among that, more than 60% death, means 30,000 deaths occurs due to rabies in India. That is the cause of concern. There are 25 million stray dog population are found in India. That are the main causative factor. They are running here and there and they are biting the people, and that may causes the rabies. After the bite of infected animal, any dog, cow, cat, wild animal, viruses are inoculated into the wound of the person. That viruses multiply in the wound. After getting favoring atmosphere, the virus are getting entry into the peripheral nerves. From via the exoplasm of the peripheral nerve, viruses are reaches to spinal cord and ultimately they reaches to cerebral cortex. Here they multiply and they are transmitted to the salivary gland via nerve to salivary gland. Once the viruses are fixed into central nervous system, then there is no cure for the rabies. After the bite of any animal, patient develops rabies. That period is called the incubation period. Usually this incubation period in 85% cases ranges from 3 weeks to 3 months period. Usually incubation period depends upon the species of the biting animal, site at person who received the dog bite, whether the part was covered or not, whether the first aid treatment was given or vaccine was given immediately or not. After the bite, viruses travel in our body at the speed of 3 millimeter per hour. So wounds are situated in the distal part. The incubation period is longer, while the wounds are situated over the face or near the central nervous system. The incubation period may be shorter. Children are always playing and teasing with the dog. All the animal bite wounds are situated over the face in the children. So these are the vulnerable group and they should be given more attention because they are always playing and teasing with the dog. Now, what will be the incubation period? After any dog bite, if first aid treatment or vaccination is not given, then rabies virus may multiply in our body. So first there will be symptoms of any viral infection, that are the prodromal fever, constitutional symptom, headache, fever, malaise, body ache. After that, there will be tingling and numbness at the site of the bite and itching at the site of bite. After that, patient will develop anxiety, nervousness, irritability, seizure, and classical features of rabies are the hydrophobia, photophobia, and aerophobia. Hydrophobia means patient is unable to swallow the liquids. Patient having fear and even of the sight of the water will develop convulsion due to spasm of the laryngeal and pharyngeal muscles. And after that, patient will develop psychological symptoms due to fear of imminent death. Later on, patient may die due to cardiorespiratory failure. For any dog bite wound, after any animal bite wound, treatment of the dog bite wound, Geneva Convention have classified all the animal bite wound into the 3 types of classification, category 1, 2 and 3. Category 1 is the contact of saliva on the normal skin. So contact of saliva on the normal skin, that is touching or feeding of the animal. For that, there is no treatment or no vaccine is required, just only washing of the part. Nibbling of uncovered wound skin or scratches over the skin without bleeding, that is called the category 2. For that, patient should be given 3 doses of the vaccine. After that, animal should be observed. If there is no symptoms of rabies in animal, then there is no further treatment. If patient develops rabies, then full course of rabies vaccine, that is the 5 dose of the rabies vaccine is required. Category 3, single or multiple transdermal bite with bleeding or contact of saliva to the mucous membrane, that is the eye, nostril or oral cavity. So in our day-to-day practice, most of the 85% of dog bite wounds are considered category 3. So in majority case of the animal bite cases, they should be given first aid treatment on the day 0, full course of rabies vaccine. Along with that, on the first day, doses required for immunoglobulin should be given. So that is the gold standard treatment. On the day 0, first aid treatment, full course of rabies vaccine and immunoglobulin on day 0. That is the gold standard treatment. Now, there are various types of regimens of the vaccination. After the bite of animal, how we will give the vaccine? So, there are various protocols. Pre-exposure vaccine, post-exposure vaccine and re-exposure. Pre-exposure vaccine, for that person, they have not any animal bite, but person who having frequent contact with the animal, like cattle rearing farmers, wildlife officer, zoo officer, veterinarians, they are in frequent contact with the animal. So they should receive the pre-exposure vaccination. They have to given vaccine on the day 0 and 3, and every yearly they should receive booster dose of vaccine to maintain the immunity status. After the bite of animal, whenever we are giving the vaccination, that is called the pre-exposure vaccination. Pre-exposure vaccination is given by SN protocol. SN protocol is the protocol for giving normal tissue culture vaccination. Previously, before 10 to 15 years, we were given nervous tissue vaccine. The nervous tissue vaccine was given on anterior abdominal wall. જે આપણે પેટની દિવાલ ઉપર 14 ઇન્જેક્શન મૂકવામાં આવતા હતા, જે બહુ દુખાવો થતો હતો. 14 injection of the dose of the nervous tissue vaccine. Due to various types of neuroparalytic complication of nervous tissue vaccine, they have been phased out or abandoned by WHO and DCGI. Nowadays we are giving tissue culture modern vaccines. They are all types of brands are equally safe and effective. Same dose of all the vaccines. So for SN protocol for post exposure vaccination, that is the 0, 3, 7, 14 and 28 days. Vaccination given intramuscularly on the deltoid region. There no vaccine should be given on the buttock or gluteal region because there are abundance of fat that will inactivate or less absorption of the vaccination. In case of pediatric patient, vaccine should be given on anterolateral aspect of thigh. There is no contraindication for rabies vaccine. Doses of the vaccine are equal for all the age group from pediatrics to geriatrics. There is no contraindication of vaccine for pregnancy or lactation. So all patients after dog bite or animal bite, they should receive tissue culture vaccine. These vaccines are work in our body after 14 days because they will challenge our immune system and antibody will develop after 14 days. For that 14 days, that is the window period. When patient having severe rabid bite, patient is immunocompromised, wildlife bite or multiple bite, in that case immediate protection. Nowadays we are giving rabies immunoglobulin to the patient on the day 0. When we are giving rabies immunoglobulin, after injecting the rabies immunoglobulin, that will do the coating of rabies virus in the wound, and that will prevent the entry of rabies virus into the exoplasm. So that vaccines are acting immediately and antibody level will reaches to the required level and gradually it will reduce, and up to the day 14 when we are giving 3 doses of vaccine, the sufficient desired level of antibody reaches. So the vaccines and immunoglobulin acts as a synergistically for protection into the window period. The rabies immunoglobulins are 2 types: equine rabies immunoglobulin and human rabies immunoglobulin. Equine rabies immunoglobulin should be given 40 international unit per kg body weight, maximum up to 3000 unit, while human immunoglobulin is required into 20 international unit per kg body weight, maximum up to 1500 unit. For human rabies immunoglobulin there is no need of the test dose, while equine rabies immunoglobulin we have to give the test dose before and at the dorsum of the wrist and dorsum of the forearm. After that half an hour, if there is no reaction or no wheel left, we can give the full dose of immunoglobulin. We have to give rabies immunoglobulin into and around the wound. When there is large quantity of immunoglobulin is required, we can dilute the immunoglobulin with the distilled water or normal saline. When is required, we can give the remaining amount of immunoglobulin into the opposite deltoid region. When the patient is coming delayed after 3 doses of vaccination, then there is no requirement of the rabies immunoglobulin. So when the rabies is 100% fatal disease, we should create awareness among the community, because certain times patients are reluctant to take the vaccines. After the bite of animal, they are keeping the badhas and they are going to the quake, and when the patient is not receiving rabies vaccine, there are more chances to develop the rabies. So rabies is 100% fatal disease, so we should create awareness among the community. When certain times, when there is category 3 rabies dog bite and patients are taking only rabies vaccine and they are not given the rabies immunoglobulin, there are chances of development of rabies. So we should create the awareness among the community for the treatment of full first aid treatment, washing of the wound with the running water tap, full course of rabies vaccine, rabies immunoglobulin. That is the gold standard treatment to prevent the rabies in the community. So it is our duty as a medical fraternity to create the public education for the prevention of rabies. By our effort, we can prevent the rabies in our community, and our aim of APCRI, Association for Prevention and Control of Rabies in India, to make rabies-free India by 2025. So that is my message for today's World Rabies Day. Thank you very much.